My name's Chris Curtis. The reason for this video is to highlight the charity event that we have on Sunday, April the 28th, from about 10 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening, to raise money for charities and also in remembrance of John Downing, Chairman of Stafford Rangers Football Club. One of the charities that the event is going to support is motor neurone disease, and I'm delighted to welcome today Jackie Dawnford-May, Regional Advisor for Motor Neurone Disease Association, covering Staffordshire. Jackie, we lost John in October. He was passionate as a legacy to raise awareness of motor neurone disease. So I suppose the first question logically would be, what is motor neurone disease?
Okay. Well, Chris, motor neurone disease, or MND as we tend to call it, is a progressive neurological disease. The word progressive refers to the fact that it is something that gets worse over time, and for a lot of people, including John, that can be very rapid. Neurological refers to the fact that it affects nerves and motor nerves in the brain and the spinal cord, which normally run out to muscles to help them to move and cause normal movement. But with damage to those nerves, that leads to weakness and wasting in the muscles that they serve, and gradually that weakness and wasting will spread through the body. So it's a disease that affects people in many different ways. It can start in different areas of the body, so there's no typical presentation of this disease, and that's one reason why it's very difficult to diagnose. But it can affect people's ability to walk, talk, eat, even breathe, and it therefore affects people's ability to perform daily tasks, all those things that we take for granted, really. But aside from the physical effects, there's the emotional and psychological effects that come with this disease, and they of course extend to the family, the carers of people with MND. As an association, what we strive to do is to ensure that people have the best quality of life possible at every stage of the disease.
Thank you. I suppose the next question logically leads on from that. The money that we raise for the Motor Neurone Disease Association, how would that be used?
Okay, well, just to explain, there are actually three main strands to the activity of the MND Association, well, we'll call its mission really, and those areas are care and support, research and campaigning. The money raised from this event will in fact go to all those areas of activity, and it's actually the fundraising that underpins what we do, so we wouldn't be able to do any of that activity without the funds that are raised. We have a local Staffordshire support group, a very dedicated group of volunteers. It's only small, but they do a lot for people locally. One of the main activities is to run monthly get-togethers in garden centre cafes where people can come and just spend time together, meet other people in a similar situation, but also in a way that helps them to get out and realise that life still goes on for them too. The local group also arranges for people to receive grants, to receive support in different ways. And also we have what we call a campaigns contact as part of the support group, and that's where the support campaigning comes in. On the research side, some of the funds from the day will go to our national association to help support the research that's going on around the country at our regional specialist centres. And I would like to say that there is a new regional network in the North Midlands based at Royal Stoke Hospital, which is going to be involved in that research activity as well as supporting the care of people with MND. So these funds are going to really do a lot for the association for people with MND.
Brilliant, brilliant, lovely. So we're raising a lot of awareness, and it's important on the day that we continue to raise awareness for the Motor Neurone Disease Association. How will the Motor Neurone Disease Association contribute to the event on Sunday, April the 28th?
Well, I believe one of my colleagues is already involved in the organising committee for the day, so behind the scenes there's work ongoing already. On the day itself, I'm sure there's going to be a hive of activity from probably an early start to the day. There'll be people in T-shirts there, so anyone involved with the MND Association as a volunteer will be easily identifiable. Lots of balloons around. There will be a stand for the MND Association, so there'll be a focal point for information for people to go to sort of get more information if they want that. And leaflets will be handed out as well to people. So if there's any way that people want to support the association, there will be that opportunity as well.
Fantastic. So lots of involvement there. If motor neurone disease is a passion for people to support, you'll have the opportunity to meet people on that day who can guide you in the right direction. I just want to finish off by mentioning to everybody who's watching the video that the John Downing charity event on Sunday the 28th of April will start at 10 o'clock in the morning. There will be junior football tournaments on the field. There will be a sponsored walk leaving the field at 10 o'clock going out into the local community. There will be a line dancing event in the club in the afternoon from 2 o'clock up until 5 o'clock, and there will be 2 games of football out on the field. The traditional game which we've had for the last 2 years between the Stafford Rangers Legends and the Conference Legends team, and then that will be followed with a Sheffield team over 50s national vets who will be playing against a team of professional football players. Please keep in contact with the website, please keep in contact with what we're doing, and if you would like to come down on the day and join in, we would be delighted to see you and to help raise money for really important charities like Motor Neurone Disease Association. Thank you, Jackie.
Okay, thank you.